What up, QC crew? King Day is in the mother building. Burn it up for
Warning. Everything said in this video and on this platform is strictly my opinion and all alleged. Here, we speak about hot topics on YouTube and other social media platforms for entertainment and conversational purposes only. Viewer discretion is advised.
What it do? It's your homie King Day here in King's Corner, and I am back with another reaction video for you. Now look, y'all, on TikTok, this lady is talking about how she got into a relationship with the man and he had a whole family, literally a whole family living down the street. All right, look, we're gonna get straight into it. I ain't gonna hold you, I never do. If you with me like I with you, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, like, comment, share. We're gonna get straight into this video. Let's get it. Let go.
I'm gonna tell you a story time of how I found out my ex had a whole family that lived down the street from me. So it was the summer of 2019. I just ended a relationship, an emotional abusive relationship of 4.5 years. Oh my God, I was devastated, like completely devastated. That was the worst thing that had happened to me in that time. So I was in therapy, doing all the things. Me and my bed, we had a very tight relationship. The relationship was too good. So one day my therapist wanted me to go out. At the time, it was a friend's birthday, and we were going to this little happy hour spot called Jim's Place. It was popping on Wednesdays in Jacksonville. It was like from 5:30 to 10. So I go out and I meet several guys that night, and I met this one guy in particularly. Let's call him Mr. Banks. So me and Mr. Banks, we hit it off. It was actually supposed to be a one-night stand, but I got so scared. I at the last minute I couldn't do it. It sounded good, but when it was kind of like, all right, let's go, I couldn't do it. So the next day he hit me up, and we went out on a lunch date, hit it off, had a great time, great conversation. So from then we continued to date, or we started our dating journey. Okay, cool. During this time in my life, I did not want to be a girlfriend. Keep in mind, I'm just ending an emotional abusive relationship for 4.5 years. And even when I was in that relationship, like, I knew it was coming to an end, and I was telling myself, I don't want to be a girlfriend no more. I want to date and marry. So, okay, me and Mr. Banks kicking it. Like, we kicking it hard. I was dating several guys at the time. Oh my God, I had such an elaborate dating life, and it was amazing. It was so much fun. For like 2.5, 3 months, I was tired. Every other day of the week, I'm doing something with someone. So eventually Mr. Banks kind of like caught on to that, and he started to occupy all of my time, and that was cool because I liked him. So one day we're in the car, and we're in the car, he's on the phone, and I hear him say, yeah, I'm with my girl. So inside I died. I was like, fuck, here we go again. Because that was like a pattern. I'll be with a man, we'll go on a couple of dates, spend a lot of time together, and the next thing you know, I'm in this long relationship that I didn't even know if I wanted or not. So, okay, whatever. So we in this relationship, and everything's going good. We're literally together every single day. Weekends, we're kind of touch and go, but we're together every single day. We're out and about in public every day, right? I'm at his house. He's at my house. So a year go by. This is 2020. He helped me accomplish a major goal. And the day I accomplished that goal, we got into it bad. And it was outside of the norm. So the Holy Spirit told me to look him up again, because I looked him up before, nothing came up. The Holy Spirit said, look him up again. I looked him up. He had an entire family who lived down the street from me.
What? Y'all got so many questions for y'all already. So first, you get with somebody and you like, look, I'm just trying to be on the scene. I'm trying to get on the dating scene and I'm trying to dibble and I'm trying to dab. I am not trying to do nothing serious with nobody. I'm not trying to go nowhere no time soon. I want to have fun. I want to see what you about. I want to see what you about. I want to see what you about. And then boom. Somebody wants to get serious. How do you guys go about that situation? I believe that whatever your intention is should be kind of set no later than the second, maybe the third date. You know what I'm saying? If you're just trying to date, you're trying to have a good time, letting that person know like, look, I'm just strictly dating, trying to have a good time. What are you looking for? You know, and that way the other person can say, well, I'm dating and I want to have a good time while dating, but I'm looking to date to take that next step. I'm looking for a long-term relationship. I'm looking for marriage within the next year and a half. I'm looking, you know, and then you guys can kind of come together and say, okay, well, I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for fun. I just got out of a long relationship. I want 6 to 8 months of being single, but I don't mind going on a date. I don't mind having fun. Don't seem like we kind of on the same page. So every now and then we probably can kick it, you know, but I don't want your feelings to get involved and I don't want you to start really, really, really liking me. And I'm not looking for that right now. You know what I'm saying? And who knows? Him calling her his girl could have just been, you know, you on the phone. You on the phone with the homie. It's like, what you gonna say? I'm right here with Keisha. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, well, dang. You know, now you could say I'm here with my homegirl, but then some people be like, yo, homegirl. You know, women can be wishy-washy. We can sometimes. We can tell you straight up, I don't want a relationship. But the moment you friends on us, we think you acting funny. Because we crazy like that. So maybe he was just speaking like, oh, I'm with my girl. Like, you know, it is my girl, my home girl, you know, my girl, whatever. My girl can mean a lot of things to a lot of people, but apparently he's trying to act like he wants to get serious. The whole time he got a family down the street.
All right, so like I said, when I first met him, I looked him up because of the type of career he had. It scared the shit out of me. So when I looked him up, nothing popped up. So I was like, okay, cool, we're good to go. But I was still like, no on a one night stand because that's not me. I'm not about that life. Like, what you gonna do when I get to your house? I'm scared. So
Right.
when we got into it, don't get me wrong, we had arguments, right? But at that time, our communication was so on point. We would do things or say things to each other that we didn't like, and we would discuss it, move on from it. It was up until that point, that was like one of the healthiest relationships I've ever participated in. So when I accomplished this goal and me and him got into it that day, it threw me off so much because that wasn't our norm. So I'm like, that just didn't feel good. And it was like little things that like that week did not feel good. So Holy Spirit said, look him up. So okay, I go and look him up, Duval Clerk of Court, and his child support papers came back. Now, let me take you back. When I first met him, he told me he had one child.
Okay.
I was like, okay, cool. He told me the baby was 2 years old. Him and the mother, they're no longer together. Okay, cool. So remember I told you we're together every single day. So I met him in August. By December, I had to sit down with him and I was like, hey, listen, you know, you and this baby is really concerning me because I'm with you all day, every day. No one ever calls you at daycare about this baby. Don't babies get sick in daycare? I mean, I don't have kids, but don't you have to pick him up sometimes? They got a fever or something? And I never seen a car seat at his house. There's no signs of any babies. So I was like, did you tell me you had a child to like protect yourself in the sense of you don't know if I'm going to be clingy or not? You can like, did you lie? Because right now it's giving you do not have a child, and that's starting to concern me. So he was like, no, I do have a kid.
Oh, see, I've never dealt with someone who had a child but probably didn't have full custody or whatever. And I never even thought of that. Somebody approaches you and wants to pursue you, wants to go on a date. And then they come and tell you all these things about themselves and they throw in, boom, I got a child. Dang, I never thought about someone telling you they have a child just in case you're a little bit clingy and they want some space. So they can say, I got to go do this for my child. Or no, not today. I'm gonna be with my child. Or, just to kind of put that space in between. I've never heard of nobody lying, saying they had kids for any reason. And that one is a great reason. I mean, it's sad, but y'all ever thought of that? Y'all ever heard that? Anybody ever told y'all, yeah, I got kids, and they really ain't got no kids? They just wanted to say they had kids to maybe go be with another woman, get some space from you in case you became clingy or crazy. Y'all ever heard of that? I ain't never heard of that. Y'all drop in the comments and let me know. That's a good one. It's new, it's good, it's sad, but it's a good one. I like that.
A kid, I'm just super protective. I don't want to bring my child around everyone. I said, listen, I'm not trying to get an introduction to your child. I just want to make sure a child exists. And I was like, well, I'm gonna tell you like this. If I discover you are a deadbeat father, I'm out. That is a non-negotiable for me. And so we left it at that. Okay, cool. So fast forward to 2020. This is like July. Man, that's like September 2020. And I looked them up and I see child support. So I was like, okay. Things could change, to see child support. Bitch. The child support was for an 8-year-old who lived in another city. You told me your baby was 2 years old. Your baby was local. Because in December, when I had that conversation, I had a list of questions about this child. Like, is the child local? Do you still communicate with the mother? Does the child have any disabilities? Like, I was like trying to figure out, why don't I hear anything about your child? So from what you told me, there was a 2-year-old who is local. That is your child. According to the clerk of court, this is an 8-year-old whose mother is out the city looking for child support. What the fuck going on?
Girl.
All right, so again, I'm reading the statements. I'm reading everything. Like, I even went as far as to requesting documents. So with our clerk of court system, you have the public view, but when you log in, you have access to a little more. But then you also have to request certain documents, so you have even more access. So I created a fake email, a fake password, and logged in with that. And then I requested those documents. I had to wait about a couple of days to get them. So I am reading everything. I'm on my best friend and I'm reading everything. And as I'm reading everything, my heart is breaking. Because there was one incident in particularly. It was homecoming. And he went to homecoming. I did not go. And so it was a Sunday that I remember vividly. I called and I was like, I miss you so much. I'm ready for you to come home. So he told me, well, we getting ready to go have brunch. And I was like, man, you've been with your friends all weekend. I want you to come home. So he was like, well, let me see. Let me call you right back. He called me back and he was like, I'm on my way. According to the court documents, brunch was supposed to be with his child. Why would you? I didn't know, right? I would never tell you to not go to brunch with your child and come home to me. But I did not know. But that was just so heartbreaking. So in the court documents, I keep seeing this address that does not belong to him, not the house that I've been at. I'm like, what address is this? And then, so I Googled the address. So when I Googled the address, a name popped up. Now, this particular name was a unisex name. And funny enough, I remember seeing that name because he was signed on to his Amazon Prime on my TV. And that was one of the profiles. But it's a unisex name. So I just thought that was a homeboy. You know how we share passwords and stuff. I Facebooked the name. And when I Facebooked the name, it was a woman. Then I'm going through the girl profile. And I see that she got a 2-year-old child.
Okay.
So I'm like, do you have what baby? Like, what's happening right now? So I wrote the girl, but not like that. Also, I'm like, bitch, shut up. Not like that. I was like, hey, my name is Jasmine. I am in a relationship with Mr. Banks. Are you and Mr. Banks together? Is that your child? Do y'all share that child on your profile together? So she wrote me back and she was like, well, hey, Jasmine, or should I call you number 3? Yes. So we had a conversation and she just ran everything down to me. And now keep in mind, I'm with this man every day. We're traveling together. We're in public.
Sheesh.
I had no clue.
You number
Also,
3.
keep in mind, because we were together so much, and remember in the beginning of the story, I didn't want to be a girlfriend, so I didn't want to spend the night with you. I didn't want to meet your parents. I didn't want an exclusive relationship, but I did like you. So, that's why it was a little easy for him to, I wasn't the typical girlfriend, so to speak. It was like, okay, you're going. Like, it would be times he'll call. I'm like, hey, I'm reading the book. I'm going to call you back. So, that was my vibe. And honestly, I wouldn't change that. I don't want to be on nobody's ass anyway. But, yeah, so, I'm going to come back. Hold on. So, this woman is like giving me the whole rundown. I'm like, well, girl, where were you when we went here? Where were you during this time? And she was just like, honestly, I don't know. I just had this baby, and I'm just, going through it. This is my second kid. No, don't make me lie. That was her first child. And yeah. And I'm just like, okay, but we be at this house and whatever. She was like, yeah, I know he still got that house and whatever, but we in this apartment, and I was just like, my mom, I was so mad, y'all. I was pissed. So, okay, hang up on you, done with you. So, I called his parents because Mr. Banks, he overly cared how people saw him. Like on paper, check, 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 check. Like he values the public perception of him. I called his parents. And mind you, I never met his parents. I met his dad like once, right? But I never met his parents like for real. And so they don't know who I am. I Googled them too. Found their number. I'll say, excuse me, Mr. Banks' mom and dad. I am Jasmine, and this what's been going on for the past year and a half. Me and his parents had a good conversation. First, I talked to his mama. His mama was like, I can't believe what's going on, blah, blah. That poor girl over there, blah, blah, blah. Call his daddy. Yes, ma'am. Here's his father's number. Yes, ma'am. Called the daddy. We talked. Oh, yeah, he was pissed at me. And so, I called his mentor. Mind, these people don't know me. These people do not know me at all. And I said he was so mad. He was so mad because he values, people's perception of him. Don't care. So then, like, he would tell me stories about this ex-girlfriend. And so called her too, found her number, called her, and she really brought everything together as far as like, his upbringing, all these things and whatever that I didn't know and whatever. So she was like, girl, run, don't look back, run. I was like, damn. So then the girl who got the child support on the 8-year-old that was out of town called her. Me, I was on the phone. Oh, baby, we was on the phone for some hours. Like, and I was just like, what the hell? I could not believe any of this. So yeah, so that's my story on how I found. And then yes. When I found out, I was out. That was it. I was done. Baby, I ain't want this relationship anyway. Don't get me wrong, it was like devastating and whatever. But that's the fastest thing I've ever gotten over in my life because it was like, whatever, I'm good. Like I ain't want the situation anyway. So I said all that to say, look these niggas up. Look them up.
All right, y'all. Y'all looking them up or what? When y'all meet somebody and y'all like, all right, you cute, you cool. Y'all looking them up. What's T? I want to know what's T. Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this story. It was a short one, but it was a good one. I like how she was whispering to us like we was in like some little office. We really weren't supposed to be talking too much. She was, girl, tell. I love that. I loved it. And I'm glad that when she found out what she found out, she dipped. She didn't stick around to see this and see that and figure out this and figure out that and become another baby mother and all of this. She dipped. The crazy part about it is dude is only claiming the 2-year-old and supposed to be having some sort of child support for the 8-year-old. So he got 2 kids and only claiming one of them. That's crazy. That is nasty work right there. That is nasty work. What scares me about this story is a person can go and look up all your information, pay for it, or however it go, make an account, whatever, and they will send somebody those records and documents. That's crazy. The world is crazy. Y'all be careful out here. Again, I appreciate everyone sharing their stories over on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, wherever. I love it. I love reacting to it. You guys have been leaving suggestions down in the comment section, and I've been trying to put them on a particular list. I got so many requests and then so many videos that are kind of like lined up, you know, in the works, that sometimes your girl just can't get to everybody in a super timely manner. But if you suggested something and I wrote it down somewhere, it'll come back to me and I'll react to it. So don't think I just forgot about you. You know, I just get a lot of requests. I get a lot. Sometimes when I do my test too, though, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, sometimes when I do my test to see if I'm going to react to it and upload it, it don't really pass my test. So if you request something and you haven't seen it yet, it could be that, or it could be I haven't gotten to it yet. So you just stay tuned, all right? Make sure you are subscribed and make sure your post notifications are on. So when I drop the video that you requested, you will already be ready to tune into it, all right? Look, if you like videos like this and you want to see more is to come. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, because right now, King Day is out. Peace. The motherfucking building.
Run it up was up. JBRISKO, not know when was up. Run that shit, we had all the show. Say that shit for your camera roll.